At a recent Senate hearing on the future of retirement, Senators Murray, Sanders, and Alsobrooks questioned Richard Fiesta of the Alliance for Retired Americans on ways to keep Social Security solvent. Watch their exchanges right here.
What have you heard from your members about their experiences with the Social Security Administration over the last year?
Sadly, the same, Senator. We've heard similar stories on waiting. It used to be a year or so ago, you could go into a Social Security office if you needed a new card, prove who you were, and a new card appeared in the mail within 10 days or so. Now, if you can even get to an office, you can't do that, and they'll give you an appointment in 2-3 months for something so simple as that. The number of offices that have lost staff, these local offices which were designed to help local people, have seen some 100% of their people leave, take an early buyout, or were fired. We're also very worried about who is guarding the technology and the security systems at the Social Security Administration too, given potential breaches and the like there. So we're hearing it every day just on the retail of trying to get simple service. Again, we're at a point in our history where 11,400 people are turning 65 every day and have the lowest number of staff at Social Security in 50 years. So we're in a demographic crisis, but for individuals who need those services, which we pay for because all those workers are paid out of the Social Security Trust Fund, aren't getting them.
Well, this is what I am hearing from a lot of people in my state as well. This needs to be fixed. SSA needs more support, not less, and soon. So thank you.
We could create a solvency for Social Security for the next 75 years and significantly increase benefits for recipients. Mr. Fiesta, does that idea make sense to you?
Yes. Your bill, others have put the Social Security Trust Fund on a better path to financial solvency. We know, for example, that Jeff Bezos only makes $80,000 a year. So he's only paying $80,000 in wages on Social Security, for example. The companies have to file SEC reports on what their executives are making. I can't see how that's fair. In addition, raising the cap will also create a better Social Security administration. Right now, when we have more people retiring than ever who need it, because everyone who works at SSA is paid out of the trust fund. It is at its lowest level of employees in 50 years, and that's even before DOGE took an axe to it earlier this year. And it's also the entry spot for Medicare as well. So raising the cap improves benefits, the trust fund, and the administration of the agency.
We're looking at how much seniors rely on Social Security for their monthly income. The numbers paint a really challenging picture. In my state, for example, approximately 30% of our residents aged 65 and older rely on Social Security for at least half of their monthly income. And when you look nationwide, we know that 73% of seniors rely on Social Security for half their income. 22 million seniors rely on it as their sole source of income. And data tells us that even with Social Security, approximately 23% of seniors in the United States are living in poverty. Now, I was proud to join Senator Blumenthal and several of my colleagues to include Senator Sanders as an original co-sponsor of the Boosting Benefits and COLAs for Seniors Act that would base Social Security benefits on the Consumer Price Index for Americans age 62 and older, which is CPIE, instead of the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners. And I was also proud to join Senator Sanders and more than 170 of my colleagues in Congress to support Raise the Wage Act. So Congress has been debating the COLA change for several years, and I wonder whether you can explain the importance of calculating Social Security benefits using CPIE rather than CPIW.
Yes, Senator, we have, at the Alliance for Retired Americans, supported changing the COLA to what retirees spend their money on: food, fuel, and especially health care, the highest inflation components of our economy, including prescription drugs. This year, for example, the Social Security COLA January 1 will be 2.8%, Had we been using at the BLS the CPIE, it would have been 3.1%. And most of the last 20 years, the CPIE would have been 0.234% higher than what the COLA was. So you can compound that over time, and seniors would then have a more realistic income to pay for their basic necessities.
For more congressional news, stay tuned to Congress Clips, and thanks for watching.